Hi everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today we are going to be making this card once again using the Happy Birthday Gorgeous stamp set. I just can't get enough of this, guys. So hopefully you're not too bored by me using it. I'm using it in different ways each time, but I keep coming back to it. And I keep coming back to our Berry Burst in color. So here again I am using Berry Burst as well as Wild Wasabi. So I have created this fun wreath using the images in the set, and I have fussy cut out my flowers. I Fresh Florals Designer Series paper, and then I've also stamped on the inside of the card and coordinated the envelope to match. So let's go ahead and show you how to do this. Talk about dimensions first. So our card base is Wild Wasabi. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of basic black that is cut 4 by 5 1/4. I have a piece of the Fresh Florals Designer Series paper that is 3 3/4 by 5. And then I have two more pieces here. This black square is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then the Whisper White is 3.5 by 3.5. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do to kind of help myself. I have our largest stitched circle framelit, and I'm just going to lay this down, and I'm going to kind of go very lightly and trace the circle. And that's just going to give me kind of a path to do my stamping. So I'm going to ink up my leaves and my Wild Wasabi, and I'm going to come down, and I'm going to kind of just keep rotating my piece of paper here. So I'm keeping it towards the edge of the paper. And it takes about 7 times around to get it, okay? And you can just do that freehand. You don't need to do the circle. I just found that it was easier as a guide. We can go ahead and do our adhering now of these few pieces. So let me take the Fresh Florals and adhere that to our basic black. I think black always just makes your pattern kind of pop, even if it isn't a pattern. If it has white in it, it really just jumps out at you. So let's put that down to the Wild Wasabi. Okay, now I'm going to take my wreath one. You can see I started over on that side. Thank God there's 2 sides to every piece of paper. We are going to adhere that. Okay, and then I'm going to show you how I did the little flower. So in this set, you will notice you have the detailed part and then you have the background. You start with the detailed part with the Berry Burst. And so I'm paying attention to this little notch here. This is how I get them to line up. So I have that going up. So I'm going to stamp my flower. Then I'm going to come back with that background stamp. I'm going to stamp off. Okay. And then I'm going to come in, and these should line up. Hopefully I'm still in the camera here. It's easier to do it when the camera is not in your way. Okay, see? It will line up perfectly. And then I just literally fussy cut all of my flowers out with my snips, which isn't too bad. You know, I left a little bit of a white border. I didn't get, you know, too crazy about getting into each of those, you know, little edges. I just did a nice little trim. Okay, and you need 7, so just plan on that. Okay, and then I have 7 here that I already have dimensionals on. So we are going to layer our piece out onto our, where's my snail? I'm going to lay lay this piece out. And I want to, you know, make sure I get pretty centered here. Same amount of space at the top and the bottom. I'm going to open my berry burst, and I'm going to use the sentiment Happy Birthday. And we are going to stamp that right in the center. Just like that. And now I'm going to go ahead, close this up, and we are going to take our flowers now and cover up those spots where our leaves connected. So you won't see that seam at all. Now I've chosen to take some of our pearl embellishments. So I have 7 of those here. And I am just going to bring in my snips, and I'm going to do my best with laying these down right in the center of our flower, just like that. The little pearl in the center, you could use the rhinestones as well, or any of our enamel dots would work the same. I just thought the pearls kind of add to a little bit of softness and delicateness for our flowers. Alright, now we can come into the inside of our card, and we're going to use the sentiment in here that says to you. So I'm going to take my my leaf image again, and we're going to ink that up with the wild wasabi, and we're just going to stamp that in the center, and I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to stamp it on this side as well. Okay. We're going to open up that berry burst, and we're going to take our lined floral image and stamp that just like that. And then we're going to take our little 2U and put that in the center there. Okay, and now we can grab one of our white medium envelopes, Whisper White medium envelope. And now we can go ahead and do one more flower on this one. So let me ink up that stem once again. Come in from that corner. We're going to ink up our flower. Okay. Now for this one, I am going to take that the other piece of the flower, that overlays. I'm going to ink that up. I'm going to stamp off like we talked about, and then I'm going to line this up and stamp again. Okay, and then our last sentiment is going to use the It's Your Day. Let me put that on my block here, and we are going to ink that up in this beautiful berry burst, and then we're going to stamp that right on front. And that completes our card. So let me close up our ink pads. We're going to give our card a nice crease. I'm going to try not to knock off any of those pearls. Let me hold that. Get my bone folder here. We're just going to give it a nice tight crease. And there you go. There is our completed project. Isn't that beautiful? I love these colors together. I haven't found a color I don't like yet. with Berry Burst. So I'll keep trying. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and as always, if you'd like to purchase today's products, you will find a full supply list in the description of the video, and I look forward to being back with you real soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.